Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is January 28th of 2024. It's Sunday. It's 39 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius at around 7:30 a.m. Today we're doing round 2 of the Fisherman pot. And in the pot I'm going to put in my Aleppo Pine called Pinus halepensis. The height of these pines grow from 49 to 82 feet or 15 to 25 meters. The zone in USDA is 8 to 11. The trunk diameter is around 24 inches or 60 centimeters. The bark is like an orange to red and deeply fissured. It's native to the Mediterranean. It likes a sandy, loamy soil. It's popular ornamental in Southern California, Peru, and South Africa, and landscapes in hot, dry areas because it is heat and drought tolerant, and it has a fast growth and an aesthetic qualities. A little bit about the tree. The Fisherman pot, here's the Aleppo Pine that I got on 2 of them on 1/4/2024. And I've been keeping them watered, and I've been spraying the needles. And the Fisherman pot, I had to reseal it. I had to do it twice because I sealed it on the inside. I don't know if you can see the aquarium sealer in there. And I filled it up and it still leaked. So then I had to drain it all, wipe everything dry, let it dry a couple of days, and then I sealed up the edges and I pushed in my Peace River gravel into it. And that way there, it helps seal it, push the, think, Tom, the caulk into the cracks and everything. So now it holds, I filled it all the way up to about here, and it held water for 2 days. So that's good. So I'm going to, once the pine is planted, then I'll come back later and I'll get my aquarium water when I do the cleaning today, and then I'll put my water in there with my duckweed in there, so it'll look real natural. And they like, the duckweed likes sun, and this grows in sun, so hey, why not? So the first thing I'm going to do is get a plug for the bottom. I'll go into my stuff. I've been cleaning everything, as you can see. Everything's there. Nothing growing on the poinsettias, but for my surprise, the church lady gave me 9 more, so I got another job of poinsettias to do. So 2 big pots of 4 and 1 lone one, so I got them in the basement now because I had to walk them home. When was it? Saturday morning, so I'm letting them get acclimated to the basement, and then I'll do a repot and show you that. First, I have my ironwood pouch here, so I can easily work and keep the table clear. And then I'm going to get my pruners here, my light pruners, which I don't think I need. And I'm just going to cut my screen out. Now this is just a 7-inch, number 7 mesh. Put that in for the hole. Put that in my drawer. Put that back in there. And then I figured maybe I can make a little walk. Now this is polymer sand. These are my samples from my landscape show. I got the dark one, which I don't think will work. I got the white one, the polymer, and then I got this gray color, which I think would match the rock for like a little walkway. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. And I got my fast draining mix here for this little pot. So I'm going to put the screen over the hole, the mesh. I'm going to open this up. I've been cleaning for all week, so it's been a long time. And this is dry like you wouldn't believe. So let's get it in. Now I'm not going to to cut the roots or anything because it's just a seedling. It just started coming up, and I don't want to do much to it to get it all discombobulated. Well, that worked pretty good. See, live TV. Well, Tom. Surprise, surprise. And what are you going to do? I don't know, for some reason, this wasn't threaded right. So, Mr. Elephant, come on over here. Let's fill it up. I have to get another one. Sorry, Scott. The threads don't last long on this one for some reason. But Scott, I thank you for sending it, because I love the way it sprays. So right now, let's see if I can push it in. There we go. And then we can just wet the soil real good. It's got to dry, get in there pretty good. Yep, it's still wet. So what I'm going to do, put some in my bowl. Put a little water in there. Let's mix it up. Mix the soil up in there a little bit. Mix it up so it stays damp. That's all you can do. And we'll put it back in. Let's get our Aleppo Pine out, because I have I relabeled a label for it, and I use pencil because sometimes when my trees fail, you can get a nice eraser, erase it, and then you got your label used all over again. If you use markers and stuff, well, it just doesn't make it. You can't erase it and you can't reuse it unless you repaint it. You can see the nice soil texture on there. So I don't know how the roots are. There's very little roots. So I think if we stick it here, I don't know, I heard scratching on the door. I don't know if that's Kevin. Kevin, are you here? Yep, Kevin is here. Kevin was scratching at the door. I don't know if he's going to make an appearance. But we're going to stick our soil in for the tree. All in there. So I think so it fits. Yep, there it is. It came apart, so what are you gonna do? It's got a little curvature to it, so we're just gonna stick it in like this. And I think if we can spread the roots out, it's about here. And then, yes, I got my paper towels today. And get our Nikos and sprinkle it over the roots. And then we're going to mix that soil into this soil, because it's probably got it's been growing in it, so it should be a good adaptability to it. And maybe it has some good beneficial bacteria in that soil with it. I don't know how they mix their soil at Eastern Leaf, but it looks good, so I'm just going to mix it in my bowl like that. And when your soil's super dry, just add a little water to it and then use your fingers just like you're mixing dough. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And now we'll put it up so I can get it into here. And get our tree something like this. You can say, Tom, why don't you plant the trunk up that way? It's a youngster. So let our little youngster alone. We need the roots to grow first before we can work on this any better. Just like that. Let's get the fishing rod out of the way so we don't bend it. Yeah, I thought the rubber band was in this drawer, but it wasn't. Kevin was playing with it the last time I took it off the Mikos. So I found it the other day while I was cleaning back in the corner there. Then when I dropped moving stuff, it dropped on the floor and I found it on the floor. But that's Kevin. He likes to be the old straw boss here. There we go. Just get it in like that. Now because these roots are real young, I'm just gonna gently fire it in, but gently firing it in. Get some more of our soil here. And it's a nice cloudy day, all day so far today, which is nice. It was cloudy all day yesterday with like a misty rain. And Friday I'm going to my landscape show. So sometimes I can get some good stuff there. I mean, they don't sell nothing exactly there. Sometimes they do when they're trying to get rid of their booths. If I can find a nice tree and somebody's not going to take them with them to the next convention, maybe they can part with one. But it's nice to look and nice to get an idea of all the new shrubs and perennials that are out there. And all the new tools and stuff. But hey, I stick with ironwood right now. Because I know nothing cuts wood like ironwood. And this is out of all my years working in the gardens and doing my landscape to help others and stuff. Right now, these ironwood tools are the best. The best in the world. Yep, all wet. What are you gonna do? Oh, hey, that's being live. I can't cut it out and edit it and start all over again. So what you see on my videos is what you get. Like my old buddy Vince, my Italian friend where I used to work at SK Hand Tools. What are you gonna do? That's what Vince says. Something happens, what are you gonna do? You just go on and start all over again. Now, I don't have a lot of decorations, a lot of sand right now because I'm in the midst of cleaning, but we'll redecorate this later. And then we'll take Mr. Elephant and we'll give him a nice watering, this Aleppo Pine. See, the water drains through real nice. And the dogs are barking like usual. Use your fingers to push it in. Yeah, so when you get real dry soil, put it in a bowl. Mix it up with your fingers. What are you gonna do? Or you can mist it. So now you want to see if it holds water. You weren't seeing nothing there. Well, there it is. That's live TV. I made a boo-boo again. So the roots were curved like that, so I put them into about here. I put the pine away from about there to about here. Let's see if we can have like a little path there. Let's see if this polymer sand will break. Yep. Now we can have this like a nice little ledge here. Just stick it in like that. And I got a little couple of rocks here. Now will this match this? It should. I can always put it back here. Like that. And Tom. And what else do we have? I don't have a lot of sand around here today. I thought I did. I got everything put on the side. But do I have some pine bark? Yes, we do. I can put a little bit of that there. Let's see how big it is. It might be a little bit too big. A little bit too coarse. I got some smaller ones there. Just put it in. Remember, I'm live, no editing. So any mistakes I do, that's what you see. That's what happens. Nothing I can do about that. There we go. And hey, just like you, I'm not perfect. Get a little stone walkway there. Out of the way, put this there. Okay, don't fall apart on me. I gotta buy a new one. They got plenty of these at Target, so I'll have to look. Give my needles a little moisture there. With the bark real good. I'll get Mr. Elephant. Take that out of the way. I'll fill up the moat. And then later on, I'll put in some duckweed. And we'll go from there. And I can move the Peace River gravel around in there a little bit. And I'll put a little bit more in there later once I find where I put everything. I'm trying to rearrange everything so I can get everything organized so I don't get my head in a tizzy. And that's it. So, that's our Aleppo Pine, our little forest. It's got a nice little trunk, so it's growing out a little bit this way, but there we go. And we can put this right into here, out of the way. And there she is. We got our water in there and everything looking good so far, so fingers crossed that it grows. Yeah, it's a little wet on the top, but that's just the wood because it's been sitting there and it's dry like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, I should have put the wood in there and mulched it up, but what are you going to do? That's live TV. You always get second thoughts on something you should have did when you should have did it. And you didn't do it. So later on I'll put some duckweed in there. And after a couple of weeks, let's see what happens and let's see if this little tree grows for me and if I didn't goof it up. I got one more tree and I'm saving that for another pot. Because I bought 2 Aleppo trees from Eastern Leaf. So you take care, everybody. Today's Sunday. It's family day. Sorry I wasn't showing the planning of it because... what are you going to do? That's life. So today's Sunday, family day. Spend time with your family. Don't answer that phone after 6 o'clock. Shut it off. If somebody wants to bother you, say, hey, no, I'm with my family. You want to talk? Stay with your family and talk. I got no time to talk. It's family night. After 6 o'clock, the phone is off. If it's an emergency, one ring, hang up, one ring, hang up, one ring, hang up, and call again. And if you do that and you're starting to talk jibber jabber and it ain't an emergency, I'm going to say, sorry, I can't talk to you. It's family night. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Boom. That's it. They'll get the message. And if they get mad, hey, too bad. You're with your family. Right? So, family night, cup of tea, sit down with the wife and kids, put on a little bit of Lawrence Walk tonight, let the kids listen to when music was music, and have a good day. and spend the day with some of your loved ones, like your aunts or uncles, or your grandmother or grandfather, or your mom and dad. For those of you that have your mom and dad still living and your grandparents living, your aunts and uncles, and talk to them during the day. I know they'd appreciate it on Family Day. Take care, everybody, and have a good day. And don't forget your cup of tea at night. And I better sign off before I goof up again.